Well, I told Coach Stockstill after the game, they got after us, whipped our butt, and I want to give them some credit because they played hard. But after saying that, it was embarrassing. And I don't think there's any other way to describe it. We didn't play with a whole lot of energy. We, turned the ball over, and we can't do that. And we probably had as bad a game tackling as I've ever seen, maybe worse than last week. And, bottom line, we didn't do anything very good. Didn't block very well on offense, didn't catch, didn't throw particularly well, didn't do anything very good. And when you do that and turn the ball over, you get beat. So, that's it in a nutshell, I guess.
I guess how alarming is it to see this looks more like a trend than just a one-time aberration, what happened last week, and now what happened this week defensively?
Well, clearly we got issues. I mean, we've got some issues we have to address. There's no question about it.
Coach, you talked about on defense you don't want to see the secondary making most of the tackles, and that seemed to be the case this week.
Yeah, it did. When we were making tackles, yeah.
Coach, obviously last week was a tough loss. Do you think that part of it, the way the team played, had to do with, just having to recover from a tough game like that?
Could very possibly be. I don't have the answer. I just know that we didn't have them ready to play. And we talked and we tried to use several different angles, but clearly I didn't get through to them, so that comes back to me.
Will you consider any changes on the staff at this point?
What? After the game, I'm just considering going and watching the tape. That's what I'm considering doing.
Coach, it was Brandon and Jabari didn't play much of the first half. Can you explain why that was?
Brandon was hurt. He didn't think he could go. At halftime, I think he decided he thought he could give it a go, but in the first half, for what they told me is he told the coach he couldn't go.
Was Jabari the same situation?
I think Jabari was fine. He and Daniel Drummond were just going to roll. They were going to rotate. He might have got hurt during the game, not to my knowledge.
Coach, what do you tell fans after a tough loss like this who are trying to find a reason to hope in this team?
Well, I think you true fans will try to stick with it. I'm disappointed as they are. I can promise you, I'm embarrassed too, and I'm going to do everything in my power to get it fixed and to get it right. That's all I can do.
Why was Rowe in the box this week, Coach?
Well, we thought we would try it after last week, maybe get the calls quicker, and he could see there wouldn't be everybody around him.
Any difference? Did you see one way or the other?
I don't know. I don't think we had as much trouble getting the calls in, but the results weren't much different.
Why do you think the tackling wasn't as good as it has been?
I have no idea. I mean, but I guess you got to practice it more. We just didn't tackle. We haven't tackled very well the last 2 weeks. We look like we're running in mud. I mean, really on both sides of the ball, we look like we're running in sand. And we're not practicing any more than we've ever practiced or doing anymore, but we sure don't look like that we have much energy.
Can you compare this loss to any you've had in your career?
I don't want to take anything away from Middle Tennessee, but, because they played very hard. Probably the worst one.
Coach, I guess, going forward, will it be good to get the team on the road, get away from home, and maybe try and change something that's going on just by getting out of that routine and playing a team like Clemson?
Well, if we don't get ready to play a little better and a little harder against Clemson, yeah, it'll be embarrassing. They got a great football team, so, we got a big challenge in front of us.
Anybody else? All right, thanks, Coach.
Yep.